Hi Aquarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your job, your career, but also where it is that you are trying to gain possibly more influence, more wealth, more money. If you have your own business, how is it that you can acquire more clients, acquire a better outlook on your future of your business? So this is a really good time to really look back, especially over the last 6 months, Aquarius, because we are in eclipse season. So look back to October of 2023 when we did have that Libra new moon solar eclipse. This was a time when, you know, those Aries and Libra energies of the me versus the we energies were really heightened, and they are again here at this culmination point. So really take a look, because on March 25th, we will have that eclipse. We also have that new moon, or we will have that new moon on the 10th of March in Pisces. So really huge energy around creativity, but also letting go of what is no longer needed, okay? So Aquarius, we're gonna go week by week. Take a look at the description box below. I have a little tickle in my throat, I'm sorry, for all those important dates. Let's go week by week. You start off week 1 with the Queen of Cups, as well as the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Second week of March, you have the Page of Cups in reverse, as well as the Five of Swords also in reverse. Third week of the month finds you with the Two of Swords in reverse, as well as the Two of Cups. And the last week of March finds you with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups. My goodness, that was a lot of cup energy. So you can already see kind of like a reoccurring theme, Aquarius. You have swords and cups, and you only have 1 Two of Pentacles. So I do think it's interesting that you have so much cup and sword energy, air energy, and emotional watery energy. So really keep that in mind, especially as you come through that new moon in Pisces. There is going to be a lot of energy around your feelings, how it is that you are relating to other people once we get into that Libra eclipse, okay? So keep that in mind as you move through March in your career. Now we're gonna pull a card that's gonna represent the energy that you've been working with over the last 6 months, okay? Since this is eclipse season, this is energy that will stay with you until 6 months from now. We will have on October 7th of this year, we will have a final Libra new moon solar eclipse. So really big energy. So let's see what you've been working with since October of 2023. Knight of Pentacles. So just when I was saying you have all air and cups, here come your pentacles. Now I do want to tell you, both Aries and Taurus that I just did in the same position, one of them had 6 of Pentacles and then one of them had 7 of Pentacles, and now you have the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely Spirit is talking to you, literally saying, where is it that you've been trying to move forward on a money venture? Maybe some of you have some great idea that you haven't gotten started on yet. Spirit is reminding you that if you haven't done it in these last 6 months, take into account whether you still really want to do it. If not, it's time to move on and look at new opportunities for gaining wealth. If you are someone who wants a new job, this is the time to plant those seeds, as once we get into April, we will have Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aries. So take advantage of this month, okay? All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and pull a Moonology Oracle card. And these are all the lunation cycles. So let's see where Spirit wants you to focus some extra energy during the month of March. Full moon in Pisces. My goodness. So it's so interesting because I said this to Taurus because they got new moon in Pisces. And I said, this deck is full with like every single lunation. But of course, Pisces has to come out here because we're in Pisces season, right? So it says balance spirituality and practicality with a full moon in Pisces. So Aquarius, for those of you who have possibly been getting a little too in your head around what is possible, what is not possible, Spirit is reminding you that over these last 6 months, you haven't necessarily been focusing on balance of spirituality and practicality. And this is the time to do it. Really make sure that you are moving into these new opportunities with practicality and spirituality, okay? Not going too far on one side. So keep that in mind throughout the month of March, okay? So Aquarius, when I look over your cards, like I said, I already see the majority of sword and cup energy. I do see here that second and third week of March, other people are coming into the conversation, and you're really wanting to make sure that you balance communications this month, okay? I do feel like lots of reversals here could mean that there's some conversations that aren't going the way that you were hoping. I do think this first week of the month, something around possibly figuring out if you want to stay at this job, maybe another job offer comes in, maybe you're going back and forth whether you should stay or go. But I do think by the time you get to the second and third week, you're really on the fence about something. You got that 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and 2 of Cups. So you have all this duality going on around decision making, okay? So I do think this is going to be a big decision-making month for you, Aquarius. And then by the time you end March at that lunar eclipse, some major announcement could come down, or you and a partner are having some kind of odds conversation with the king and the queen, okay? So you have 2 queens too. Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. Then you got that King of Cups. So there's just like a lot of air and water here, okay? I do think that first week of March, when you do have Mars squaring Uranus in you and Taurus's sign on the 9th, this is a lot of fixed tension, okay? Please be aware of that, because I do think that there's some kind of conversations that you could have with a fellow Taurus or Aquarius, or this could be you having to deal with a higher up. There are some conversations that are being had around whether you want to remain in this role that you've been playing, that you have been serving in, if it's time for you to be changing up to another position. Maybe some of you are trying to go for a promotion. There's some type of conversations around decision making around whether you want to continue an old way of doing things or step into something new. I do think with that Knight of Pentacles, remember, there is this like wanting to move forward with your money but not knowing which way, wanting to move forward with your career but not really sure how, okay? And I do think that that indecision is kind of like what's eating you up. And I do think that the second week of March, when we do have that Pisces new moon on the 10th, and then Venus enters into Pisces on the 11th, remember, during this time, tensions seem like they are just coming out of nowhere with colleagues, with people you're meeting. I do think that there's some kind of tension around who believes in what, and conversations of maybe different teams or something at work, or if you're someone who is trying to work well with others but the communications aren't going well, this could be very apparent that second week of the month. Just keep that whole balanced spirituality and practicality theme going, because I do think that you and a partner, possibly a business partner, are trying to work through these dynamics, and there's some important decisions that you all are having to make. Some of you could be merging with another company, or you could be deciding this is not the right time for you to take on more employees. There's some kind of conversations here that you all are going to really want to take some time to think through, because I do think that with all of this duality energy, there's 2 sides to look at throughout this entire month of March, okay? Okay, and then Aquarius, by the time you get to the last week of the month, this is where we do have that Mercury conjunct the North Node in Aries, as well as Mars enters Pisces on the 22nd. And we have that lunar eclipse full moon in Libra on the 25th. At that eclipse, Aquarius, please be mindful that you've already had all these conversations, all this duality with a partner, with a colleague. There's some type of major announcement that could be something that you need to assess whether this information helps you make a bigger decision. That's what I'm hearing. Like a bigger decision is needing to be had, because the King of Cups, Queen of Swords are at odds. They have different views. This could be also parents or someone who, if you are someone who has a family business, someone who is in some type of leadership where there's like two sides of the leadership. Be very careful of who you side with. Make sure that you're using your own mind, not being swayed by your colleagues or your partner. I do think, Aquarius, this is going to be a month of like soul searching to me. I do think with all that Piscean energy, there's all this energy of needing to make sure that whatever resonates with you, making sure that you're following along in the direction that you want to go and not the direction everybody else wants to go. That's really what I think your cards are saying. And you have some really big decisions to make, okay? If you can get to that, that will really be great. Okay, you all, I hope you all have a great March, and I will talk to you later.